some steepness here. Forgive me, this is kind of steep. Bad time to do this. Bad time to do that. Take this off. I decided to come over to the Mount Holyoke State Reservation and wanted to get a nice, easy climb up a simple mountain. Unfortunately, every single trailhead around this area is just packed with so many people. I just pulled up to that parking lot, and when I saw the amount of people, I was a little discouraged. Man, it kind of stinks when you travel this far so you can get some solitude in every spot that you find. Just so many cars, so many people. If you go way west, there's probably some more remote areas, but truly it stinks compared to places like New Hampshire and Maine, where there's still so much forest and not so much development. So luckily I traveled a little bit and then found at least a partially secluded little area. And Titi's an old dog, so I'm just gonna hook her up and give her a little adventure. There's a little old doggy. Oof. I gotta really pay attention here, so I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at my feet, because this may not look steep, but it's pretty steep. Where do you want to go, Didi? Let's go over to this field here. Looks inviting. It's kind of pretty. Sometimes you really gotta do a little more research and take a little more time, have a little more patience, so you can get actually some real solitude, because all the good spots are taken, or at least all the known spots are taken. There's actually been stories of people hiking simple places like this that are close to civilization. One guy almost died, and he was stuck for 2 days because he broke a body part or something, I forget what it was, and he was stuck there. He almost died of hypothermia. And that was in a normal, simple place like this, so never take it for granted. I got plenty of reception, I'm okay, and because sometimes I guess I'm a little overkill, I make sure to always have in my backpack a cell phone charger thing, just in case if my phone died and I got hurt and the sun went down. That's pretty much the main dangers that you got to deal with. You can get lost in areas like this, and you're gonna get found, right? Because you're not deep in the wilderness. We're not in Alaska or anything. But there have been situations where people had to stay overnight and they almost died, and I'm sure we could look up cases in Massachusetts where people did die in an area that you would actually be surprised. So you gotta be smart. I always have my backpack. I got plenty of water. I got my old doggy, so make sure I give her water and everything. I got a first aid kit, dry socks. You know, it's kind of simple. If you just put a little thought into it and think, what do I need just in case anything happened, and you'll be good to go. I'm very far from home. It's amazing. Massachusetts, it is illegal to do any backwoods camping anywhere across the entire state pretty much, unless it's at a designated area or a platform. That's horrible. My life is crazy sometimes, man. My job is so intense. I'm not even gonna get fully into it, but it makes me truly appreciate the wilderness, the quietness. Some solitude in frickin' Massachusetts. Fields are all right, but then they're just fieldy. Never take the wilderness for granted, but it ain't trying to hurt you. It will hurt you if you're not smart. Sometimes if you're unlucky. I ain't anywhere that's extremely dangerous. Even though I got some supplies in my backpack, I have absolutely nothing to worry about, and I don't see myself getting lost here. So I got infected with anaplasmosis, so I don't mess around, so I made sure to get some heavy duty tick insect repellent right here. Get out of there. The doggy's finding stuff. The doggy's finding stuff. There's a lot of more stuff to show you. A lot of more things. It's amazing. There's not enough time in one lifetime to be able to learn everything you know about bushcraft in the woods. I'm gonna keep on walking and practice on my accents, and hopefully nobody sees me and thinks, look at this weirdo. Somebody try to do a little something something. Hold on, doggy. Dee Dee, come here. Not bad. Look at this. One of the things when you're constantly hiking, especially when I'm off trail, this isn't off trail, but I've found many things like this. This isn't that bad, you know what I mean? It is definitely extremely incomplete, but I like the layout. I would definitely fix this place up. It'd be a good start. What do you think, Dee Dee? Smell anything good in there? I'd probably look like a weirdo if I took a break and a hiker walked by and saw a bearded man like me hanging out in here. He would think that I'm homeless. You know what else you got to watch out for? Even though it's not spring yet, you have to watch out for poison ivy. Look out for the roots. They're hairy and everything, and if you touch those and you're allergic, you're not going to have a good time. You can tell something lives in there. Dee Dee's sniffing and digging over here. This would be a prime little shelter for some type of critter. She's still got it. Old doggy. So there's a benefit if you get a doggy with you. She can kind of alert you to certain places that you can maybe look for food or something. But then at the same time, she's no good because it makes it harder to catch some things. Because, what are you looking at, Dee Dee? Huh? Where is the trail? For me, it's extremely important to always follow a lot of simple safety guidelines because I'm always going off trail. It's good to actually pay attention to different things that are landmarks in the forest. So I made sure to remember this little area right here. So I remembered this fallen tree, and I know that I'm going the right way. You know, pay attention to different things like, oh, look at that, a cut log. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Sorry for the shaky camera, because it's important to also pay attention to your footing. A lot of the times people that get hurt, they're just not paying attention, and you never think it's going to be you. Or they didn't have simple things, you know? They weren't dressed right. I see a lot of times people hiking in way more remote areas, and they don't have a backpack, they don't have anything going on. They have a t-shirt and shorts, and if they ever got lost, the sun went down, they could actually die of hypothermia, you know. Surprisingly, a lot of people die of hypothermia in situations that you don't expect them to. So make sure you are smart. For instance, you could be down over at that water. Oh no, my foot just fell in. Good thing I have dry socks, because if I'm far away from the car and it's really cold, I might be in trouble. Also, you can get yourself into a poopy situation if you actually go out hiking and you didn't look and see how long it's going to take. If you see the sun's going to go down, make sure you turn back. Don't have an ego with hiking or anything like that, because statistically you're way more likely to get hurt if it's dark, you didn't bring a flashlight. There's another thing. I always make sure I have a flashlight. Don't depend on the flashlight from your phone, because the battery could die. It could die also with the flashlight. So if you want to do overkill, make sure you bring extra batteries for your flashlight, because you just don't want to rely on your phone. It could die, so make sure you bring that. Make sure you know how long it's going to be. Research the place that you're going to go. I have no idea about this area, so I made sure not to do any crazy venturing. It's kind of funny because I've misplaced my step because of the fact that I was paying so much attention to the damn camera that I didn't pay attention to simple signs. So you really got to do that. I'm filming something for YouTube. Many of us are always on our phones and stuff taking pictures, and look at how easily we can get turned around. You see, I don't even recall this spot. Is this it? Yeah. Whew. Alright guys, pretty sure I found my way back. I'm really having to pay attention to the mud here. That's something in March and April that is a big hazard. You could easily slip, hurt an ankle. I'm by myself. I could be in a little bit of trouble. But again, I'm not in Montana. I'm not deep in Minnesota. I feel like Minnesota's got some cool wilderness, man. I want to visit Minnesota one day. It's so cold. I feel like it's underrated. Very nice. So funny. Gotta pay attention. Everybody gotta pay attention, okay? We live in a world where we're so distracted. Here I am distracted, trying to make a safety video, but at the same time, while I'm doing it, not fully paying attention. Didi went on a nice adventure. I got a nice long ride home. But luckily the way I traveled is a triangle. I've arrived at the car. Take it easy. Like and subscribe. Come on, girl.